Hey, what is going on, guys? Vapicargus here, and today we are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And not only are we playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, today we are going to be talking about a specific topic, and today's specific topic is where is Call of Duty 2020? And the reason why I decided to make this the topic of today's video is because I'm a little bit scared right now, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm a little bit scared right now. The reason why I'm a little bit scared right now is because Call of Duty is normally really consistent with the release dates and the teasers for their trailers on Call of Duty. Normally every year around the same time, around February or March, we normally get a teaser trailer for the next up and coming Call of Duty, but for some reason this year in 2020 we have not gotten a reveal for the next Call of Duty, and it really worries me a little bit because the next Call of Duty is supposed to be made by Treyarch. And if you guys are unaware of this, Treyarch made the last Call of Duty, which was Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which was the Call of Duty that came out 1 year before Modern Warfare. And the reason why it scares me a little bit is because the developers were used to the 3-year cycles of Call of Duty and they're not used to 1-year cycles again, and it really worries me because, like I said before, the developers are used to the 3-year Call of Duty cycles. They've been doing it for like 6 years already, and I feel like Treyarch isn't ready for the next Call of Duty to come out, hence why they haven't released anything on the new Call of Duty yet. Like I said before, Call of Duty and Activision are really consistent with releasing trailers and letting us know when the next Call of Duty game is going to be out. Normally a new Call of Duty is revealed in the spring, and we are almost going into summertime. At the time of this recording, it is June 5th, and we still haven't heard anything about the new Call of Duty. Only thing that we have heard is that it's going to be developed by Treyarch, Sledgehammer Studios, and Raven Software, which is 3 development companies, and we have never seen 3 development companies working on one Call of Duty, which in my opinion, it makes me feel a lot less scared about the up and coming Call of Duty for 2020 because we have 3 developers that are really good at making Call of Duty games working on one Call of Duty. It's just the thing that really scares me is we haven't seen anything about the Call of Duty. Activision and Treyarch have been really quiet about the new Call of Duty. Yesterday on June 4th, we actually got supposed footage of Call of Duty 2020, and I'm not allowed to show the footage right here because if it actually is footage of the new Call of Duty, I'm gonna get my channel strike down, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find it on Twitter if you guys just look up Call of Duty 2020 gameplay. What I've seen about the gameplay is it looks a lot like Modern Warfare, and it looks like it plays a lot like Modern Warfare. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical on it and if it's actually legit or not. Maybe somebody just modded Modern Warfare and just added a different map in the game, because in the footage you can actually see that it's not a Modern Warfare map that they're playing on, but the way that the guy is moving and the way that they're playing is a Modern Warfare movement. So I'm a little bit skeptical on that because I don't think Treyarch would use the same movement that Infinity Ward uses, but I could be wrong because Raven Software and Sledgehammer Games are still working on the game with them. So maybe all 3 development studios decided to go with the Modern Warfare movement because it's the most fluid movement they've ever seen in a Call of Duty, which is true because I really like the movement in Modern Warfare. But for me right now, I'm a little bit skeptical right now because the gameplay I did see looked a lot like Modern Warfare. It just looked like they took Modern Warfare and put it inside of a different map. That's really what it looked like. But like I said, I could be really wrong, and it could be Black Ops gameplay, but I'm not going to show it here because I do not want my channel to get strike down. There have actually been a lot of rumors going around on Twitter saying that the next Call of Duty is going to be called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. The footage that I seen on Twitter of the map that they were playing on in the footage, it really didn't look like a Cold War map, but at the same time you really don't know because multiplayer does a lot of different things than the campaign and other aspects of the game. And there's also another rumor floating around on Twitter that says when Warzone and Season 4 start, Warzone's going to have some type of event on the map, and when that event happens, it's going to tease or show some type of trailer for the next Call of Duty. In my opinion, I actually think that would be a good thing if that happened because there's a lot of people waiting for this Warzone event, and if you reveal the next Call of Duty in that Warzone event, people are literally gonna go crazy because that Warzone event, in my opinion, is probably gonna have more people than the Fortnite events ever had, just because Warzone is super big right now, and I feel like Warzone's a lot bigger than Fortnite ever was. Enough talking about where Call of Duty 2020 is. I want to talk a little bit about what I want to see from the next Call of Duty. What I want to see from the next Call of Duty is traditional 3-lane maps. That's the #1 thing that I really want from the next Call of Duty. I want good maps that are 3-laned and very fast paced because I feel like Modern Warfare really didn't do a good job with their launch maps. Sure, some of the maps that they release after launch are a lot better than their base maps, and I feel like Treyarch already knows that the Modern Warfare maps, and they've seen a whole bunch of people on Twitter complaining about how big the maps were when Modern Warfare came out, that they're gonna really change the way they make their maps and make them smaller and fast paced. Another thing I want from Call of Duty 2020 is I want Prestiges to come back, and the reason why I say I want Prestiges to come back, Prestiges other than Dark Matter and like the camo grinds is a really good incentive to grind the game. And in Modern Warfare, when you hit level 155, it really sucks because there's really nothing else you can grind for, especially if you have Damascus camo. So I want to see Prestiges return, even Prestige Master level 1000. I really think level 1000 is a good way to grind the game too because it's really hard to get level 1000 for some people. Another thing I want to see from Call of Duty 2020 is I want to see support on the game, and by support I mean I want to see Modern Warfare type support. Modern Warfare is always doing something different with their support in their game. Every week there's normally an update down Modern Warfare, which is really, really good. And I feel like with Treyarch and Black Ops 4, they really didn't do a good job on pushing content as consistently. Sure, they did the little battle pass thing, but that battle pass thing only came every so often. It was like once every 2 or 3 months, which really, really sucked. Even though Modern Warfare has like the same battle pass system, Modern Warfare still updates the game every single week. Another thing I want to see in Call of Duty 2020 is the removal of supply drops. A thing that Modern Warfare does really, really well is that there are no supply drops in this game, and everything in this game is just a cosmetic item. So on Call of Duty 2020, I just want to see the removal of supply drops for good, because in Black Ops 4, there weren't even supposed to be supply drops or weapons in supply drops, but they lied to us and they put weapons inside of the supply drops. The final thing that I want Call of Duty 2020 to have, and I feel like this is a breaking factor for most people, the thing I want most for Call of Duty 2020 is for them to remove skill-based matchmaking. And I feel like a lot of people can vouch for this. Skill-based matchmaking is not the way to go for Call of Duty, because it just makes the game a lot sweaty and a lot less fun to play. And with skill-based matchmaking, you could just never have a fun time playing the game. I'm not saying that in Modern Warfare or any of the Call of Duty games that had skill-based matchmaking, it wasn't really fun to play. I'm just saying without skill-based matchmaking, I feel like it would make a lot more people happy, because they don't have to worry about running up against sweats 24/7 and playing up against people the same skill level as them. I know Call of Duty is trying to make it easier for the new players and stuff, so the new players don't have a hard time playing up against sweats, but at the same time, I feel like the new players can just learn how to play themselves. I learned how to play myself. I started playing Black Ops 3. There was no skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3. And I actually got really, really good without the use of skill-based matchmaking. And trust me, if I can get good without skill-based matchmaking, anybody can get good without skill-based matchmaking. I just hope that Call of Duty 2020 is a good game. Modern Warfare is a decent game, but when it first released, it was one of the worst Call of Duties that I ever played. I just want the next Call of Duty to be fun right off the gate and be consistently fun throughout the whole entire year. I really hope the next Call of Duty is finished. Like I said, 1 year to make a Call of Duty isn't an easy task, especially nowadays because games are a lot harder to develop. I have a strong feeling that Call of Duty 2020 is going to be one of the best Call of Duties that we ever got, if not the best Call of Duty that we've ever gotten. Look at Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare started with a whole bunch of flaws, and I literally hated Modern Warfare as a game, but now I actually really like Modern Warfare. Alright guys, this is where I'm gonna end this video. It has been a really long time since I've made a sit down and talk video for you guys. I really feel like this sit down and talk video was really, really needed, because Call of Duty 2020 is really, really scary right now, because we haven't really heard anything about the game, and it's really starting to scare our community. I also made this video to give you guys my point of view on what I think about Call of Duty 2020, and also what I want to see from Call of Duty 2020. With that being said, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1.4 thousand subscribers. And as well as, if you guys enjoyed this video at any point in time, please drop a like on the video, 10 likes on the video for more Call of Duty content. Thank you guys for all the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.